Liverpool have stepped up their search for a new manager. They have opened negotiations with Feyenoord for Arne Slot as they look to appoint a successor to Jurgen Klopp this summer. As you can see, our chief reporter Kaveh Solhekol joins me now. Kaveh, fair to say it's been a bit of a whirlwind 24 hours. What is the state of play right now?
Well, as things stand, no deal has been agreed for Slot to become the next Liverpool head coach, but the direction of travel is Slot going to Anfield. The reason for that is, of course, we've been reporting that negotiations have started between the two clubs. Now, relations are very good between the two clubs, and those negotiations would not have started unless there was an indication that Slot wanted to come to Liverpool, because otherwise it would be too disruptive for Feyenoord season for it to be announced that official negotiations had started. So I think he wants to come to Liverpool. Obviously, it's a massive job. It's an honour for any head coach manager to follow in the footsteps of Jurgen Klopp. So I think what needs to happen now is compensation needs to be sorted out between the two clubs. Now, he doesn't have a release clause in his contract, but we believe that a fee of around £9 million would probably be enough for a deal to be done. Now, £9 million might sound like a lot of money. I think it would be a record amount for a manager. I have to double check that, but I think it might be. But in the grand scheme of things, managers, head coaches are so important. They're so crucial for clubs. And when you see clubs spending £100 million on players, you think probably it's worth spending something like £9 million to make sure that you get the right man. And I think as far as Liverpool are concerned, although we shouldn't jump the gun, no deal has been done yet, he ticks a lot of boxes when they look at the kind of manager they want to replace Klopp.
And it's a name that might be familiar to some people because he has been linked with the Premier League before, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. I mean, people have noticed the excellent job he's done at Feyenoord, turned their fortunes around, won the title last year for the first time in 6 years. Last weekend, he won the Dutch Cup as well. He got them to the Europa Conference final. Now, clubs who've been interested in getting him to the Premier League before, I'm thinking of Leeds United when they were looking for a replacement for Jesse Marsch. Chelsea have held talks about him as well. Spurs were very, very close to getting him last summer. So close, in fact, that we sent my colleague Gary Cottrell out to Feyenoord to speak to Slot, and Gary said that Slot is a very charismatic character. He's a very good communicator, which I think is important in the job, and also his style of play. I think if he does become the Liverpool manager, Liverpool fans will immediately enjoy the kind of football that Liverpool would play under him. You know, under Klopp, they're used to heavy metal football. The kind of football that Slot plays has been described as crazy, sexy football. It's very high tempo, very aggressive, on the front foot, a lot of pressing, a lot of attacking, and I think it suits the kind of players that Liverpool have in their squad at the moment.